Good afternoon. I'm Charlie May Westbrook, and I'm here with Irina, who is a chemical engineer and a fellow beer lover like me. Cheers, Irina.
Cheers.
And the reason why we're here today... Oh, that's gorgeous. The reason why we're here today is because I've long been wanting to ask these questions to someone who actually knows what they're talking about. And the questions are, what do those things on the beer bottle really mean? What is naturally brewed, organic, unpasteurized, all this stuff? What does it actually mean in real terms? Is it just marketing or is it important? So Irina, to you, what does it mean when the beer says free of additives? There are no additives in this.
So free of additives to me means that during the processing stage, no extraneous chemicals were added to it, basically. So you don't have things like sulfites and things that don't form a major constituent of beer. So beer should be pretty basic: yeast, water, hops, malt, and that's it. If you see things like sulfites, and you go, what are sulfites? Then it probably shouldn't be in there.
And you don't want them in your body.
I wouldn't want them in my body. So everybody's to themselves, but I wouldn't want them in my body.
No, definitely. So how about organic? When it says organic, how different is that to free of additives?
So organic is something that happens during the actual kind of growing stage initially. So if something is grown organically, that means that the soil was free from chemicals, it was free from pesticides, and same pesticides and artificial fertilizers weren't added to it. So it was free from artificial chemicals. So that's during the growing stage, and additives are during the actual processing stage.
That makes sense. So would you generally choose organic over non-organic?
I always try and choose organic over non-organic and additive-free, especially because I believe in the whole clean green New Zealand image, and to me part of being clean green is avoiding all those chemicals altogether, and so they shouldn't even be part of the food system for me.
And organic is also better for the environment, isn't it?
Yes.
So it doesn't wash down the rivers and that sort of stuff.
You're not washing funny chemicals, and they're not, because a lot of the chemicals, they don't degrade very well, so they accumulate in the environment and you have problems, but if you don't have them to begin with, then there's no problem.
Oh, that makes sense. So when it says all natural or something of that nature, a lot of the beers do, what does that mean?
So all natural, you've got to be a bit wary of that and check the label just in case, or naturally brewed as well, because, all natural, I'd expect that there'd be nothing artificial, but that doesn't mean that there won't be additives. You can have natural additives, and whether you think that's bad or good is you have to research it yourself and make a decision for yourself.
So keep reading the label when it does say that. Unlike organic, because that's tested, isn't it? There's an actual testing and certification.
Yeah, organic, New Zealand has standards, and often when it's organic, you can normally find out which standard it's actually tested to and exactly what it means, whilst all natural is a...
Or you just see it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, all natural, that sounds good.
What does that mean? Yeah, but organic, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Fair enough, that sounds exciting. So then there's a real long word called unpasteurized. So what does unpasteurized mean? What is the difference, pasteurized, unpasteurized?
So pasteurization is a process they use during the treatment where they heat the product up to a particular temperature for a particular amount of time, and it basically kills bacterial, yeast, any microorganism activity, and it stops their activity. So in a beer, it would stop the fermentation process, so the beer would stop as it is. If you buy an unpasteurized beer, all the microorganisms are still alive in it, so they're still fermenting and still having a party in the bottle sort of thing, and that's where you get a little bit of the sediment and things, because it's still making things, and that's what unpasteurized means. So to me, it kind of means it's still alive.
Party in the bottle, still alive in the bottle. So would you choose something that is still alive? Do you think it's actually better for you? I know there's a lot of debate around it, obviously.
Yeah, I personally choose something unpasteurized over something pasteurized. Bacteria forms a natural part of our system, and I like unpasteurized sauerkraut. I make it myself at home. I like pickling my own vegetables, so I'd always choose unpasteurized where I can. But that's, again, it's a personal choice.
For sure. Wow, well that makes things a lot clearer for me. I hope everyone else out there enjoyed these explanations as well. Thank you so much, Irina, and cheers.
Thank you, Charlie.
Cheers.